Hi everyone, this is Heba from My Little Journal, and today I'm going to be working in my project life. This is week 43, 2020, and this week my husband, son, and I decided to go vote in person, early voting. Because this was my son's first time voting, we decided to do it in person because he really wanted to experience voting and all that good stuff. So we did the early voting. It was great. We didn't really stand in line for too long, and he just was so excited about it. So I wanted to document the whole thing. Now I am using the Paper Person's Election or Voting Kit. This kit is sold out, but I believe you can still get the digital, and I will link it in the description box for you. But I also use some of my own cards to mix in because I have a lot of cards that would match this election kit. I will use this 2020 4x6 card for my title card. So I'm going to end up just stamping week 43. I'm using a Studio Calico alpha and number stamp. I wanted something to match my 2020, so that's why I went with this alpha, and I think it matched really well. I will also use some blue ink to fill out 43. I am trying to stick to blue and red and white, kind of, to go with the American flag. I am documenting elections. There is a few photos that are not with the election documentation, but I still want to document my week. So those are to the side, and the rest is just going to be all about elections and my cards as well. Now, when I was done stamping out my week, I felt like it wasn't balanced well. So I grabbed a word sticker, added it right above my 2020, and I felt like it helped balance everything out, so I'm good with that. For this next pocket, I had two photos that I wanted to add in one pocket. So of course, I'm gonna do a flip pocket. Now I had this Stamp of America. I got it from Studio Calico. It's beautiful. I haven't used it yet, so this is the time to use it. And I'm just gonna stamp it out, my 4x6 card, and it works out perfectly. It looks amazing, but then I ruined the whole thing. So this is what happened. I wanted to stamp Hawaii and Alaska, right? But I didn't have space north of the United States. So I decided, it's not a big deal. I'll just stamp it in the south with Hawaii. You kind of get the point. So when I come to stamp Alaska, I stamp it backwards. Now, it's not a big deal, I know, but it just looked really bad. I'm already adding it to the south, right? But I also stamped it upside down. Not backwards, sorry, upside down. So I'm just going to cover it up. I end up grabbing the sticker sheets from the kit, and I use the vote, vote, vote sticker to cover up my boo-boo, and I'm okay with that. It does not have to be perfect. Again, this is just a filler card, so we're going with it. I also grabbed the little heart from that stamp set, and I'm going to stamp a red heart on Georgia. This is before I knew what the elections were going to turn out to be. So that's why I stamped that red heart. But next time when I document the election week, I can change that up and add a blue heart. Anyways, I am going to go ahead and do my flip pocket. I've shared this so many times on my channel. I either use washi tape or just a piece of paper, and I create a little flip. So I stick all three photos together where you create a little flip. I always leave a little space between my cards just so they can flip over easily, and I don't have a problem with that, and I love how that turns out. I'm so happy that I remembered that map stamp is just perfect, and I'm gonna do it again for election week for sure. I'm gonna grab another Studio Calico stamp set. I think it's called the Vote stamp set, and I'm gonna stamp in the poles, and then I will just trim it out and add that right above my journaling of this 4x6 photo. Now that I'm done with my flip pocket, I'm going to move on to this 4x6 photo of my son. I'm going to use the same stamp set from Studio Calico to stamp out I voted. and use my circle punch to punch it out. Now, when I added it to the photo, it looks great, but it wasn't popping. So I'm gonna go through my labels. I love using my labels to back up embellishments, to add journaling, all that good stuff. But I have a lot of circle labels that I rarely use. I don't know, I think I tend to not like circle labels. So this is a good time to use one and help my stamp pop. And it looks great, so I'm just gonna go with it. Now this is a photo of my daughter and I. We went shopping for her birthday, and I did not take any pictures when we were out. I guess with COVID and the pandemic, I usually do not pull out my phone when we're out and about. So I just took this picture of her holding all her shopping bags, and I'm going to add a little label right above my journaling, and I'm gonna stamp, I think shopping, or we went shopping or something like that. This is a stamp set from Everyday Explorers. So I'm just gonna end up removing some of the ink from the bottom portion of that stamp set because I just wanted to stamp the first word from that stamp, if that makes sense. I also added a word sticker and called this done. Now I love this card, and it said I voted, and there's like a little space for you to add in details of, where you voted, how you voted, all that good stuff. I thought it would be fun to just add this I voted sticker. I got my own I voted sticker. The Georgia voted stickers are adorable, and I don't know why, but I just didn't want to use it on my spread. I just love those stickers so much. I collect them and I have plenty, but I was like, you know what? I have a picture of myself holding up my sticker. That's good enough. And I'm keeping my own little collection. So I just used the sticker from the kit to fill that space out. And I love how that card turned out. Let's move on to this 3x4 card. I'm just gonna use a sticker from the election kit and add that right on my red card just to break down all that red. And then I want to bring in some color to my title card. So I used the stamp set from Studio Calico. It had a heart that kind of represents the American flag. It was perfect to add to my title card. It really brought a lot of color to this very black and white card, and it looked perfect. But anyways, you guys, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm just going to end up adding a label to this photo. I was just saying goodbye to my son. He was going back to live on campus for a few weeks. I'm going to add a label sticker, add my journaling, and call my layout done. Don't forget, I'm going to be adding all the links down in the description box for you. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. And I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye.